Hey everybody, welcome back to L-Man Gaming. Today I got for you the ForSpoken demo. Just came out last night from the Game Awards. So if you want a chance to play it, you have to have a PS5, go into the PlayStation Store, and you can download it from there. So here's my kind of initial impression of the demo, what I experienced. Played about 2 hours, and unfortunately I'm left disappointed. This was a game I was 100% going to be buying come January 24th. But now that they've released the demo, from what I've experienced, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be holding off until other reviews can kind of confirm some things and I'm need to see for me to actually pull the trigger now. So for me, let's get into really the biggest issue, the actual environment world building. It's really bad, guys. This is one of the most boring kind of worlds I've been a part of. Sandbox played in. uh, I've seen like other reviews of the early impressions a while back, and yes, there's other kind of environments, but overall, it's just so generic. I mean, that's the word I'm going to be using a lot throughout this video. I really don't care why I'm in this world, right? They kind of lay out the story for you. You're trying to like defeat these maidens that have kind of gone bad, but you're just going to, right, another point to kill things or collect something. And last time I checked, Ubisoft already kind of controls that space where you go around and do a bunch of pointless shit. And this game kind of, brings in a bunch of pretty colors that you get to spam when you get to like a new location. But overall, again, I'm just not interested. And when I'm seeing everything just looks so similar, there's just nothing to do and there's nothing really to see. Extremely boring kind of world they've created here. So let's get into the combat now. The combat itself, again, kind of one of those things I'm disappointed too, because it honestly plays somewhat similar to Final Fantasy 15. You're holding on a button and things kind of happen. It's a little bit more advanced than that, but at the same time, correct me if I'm wrong too, I didn't find a parry. I don't know if there is any kind of parries in this game or like counters. From all I understand, you can just dodge. And again, I could be wrong about that, but I mean, I've been spoiled at this point. If your game doesn't have some kind of counter or parry, it just disrupts the flow like significantly. It's like dodging is great, we want that, but like you need to have a parry kind of counter attack. So, again, comment below if I'm wrong. Don't quote me on that. But in terms of like the overall feel, right, it's just really not impactful. Like you want like that kind of hit lag and just like weight to it. It's just again very spammy kind of combat, brain dead kind of thought process here. It's just a bunch of, again, I'm gonna keep saying that too. It's a bunch of pretty colors that like you're spamming on like the screen. Looks cool, but in terms of that, right, moment to moment, like what's happening, are you like really engaged? It just feels really flat, and I don't really care about these enemies, and like they don't really kind of interact with you in any interesting kind of ways. All right, you just move out of the way and go back to like spamming, colors. So combat kind of felt a little flat. Now, another one of my criticisms too is actually going to be in the customization department. Now, I've seen people get mad at me for this, but listen, there's a game called Red Dead Redemption 2 that sold over 45 million copies. And Arthur Morgan, you can change his beard, hairstyles, gain weight, 20 different pieces of kind of clothing you can, change. This game, from what I've seen, it's like, okay, here's your New York t-shirt and pants, and we're going to change, the cloak on your back. And it's like the biggest, like, it's just so lazy. Just so lazy, right? It makes me think of Jedi Fallen Order, right? Here's another different color poncho. I mean, the, like, evil villains in this game, like the other kind of witch maidens, they have such cool armor, and I'm like, where's that at? I want to equip that. I want to use that armor like myself. I'm just really not liking the customization options. It just feels and seems really lazy from their kind of end. So those kind of really like my initial like negatives. And the positives, I mean, right, the pretty colors, look, they are nice. The colors are nice, and I like, kind of spamming these abilities, but that's going to get old really fast. What I need to see going forward, again, I think maybe it's just like the demo they could have maybe did like a better job on, because I got to experiment with more abilities, right? Is there, again, that parry, a counter strike? Because I did unlock like a new ability in like the game where I can like climb faster. right? Again, like what does this customization like looks like? But overall, again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is a game I was buying 100% because I was assuming it was going to be pretty fun, and I wasn't expecting anything crazy, right? I knew it was going to kind of be lackluster, but from now actually experiencing it, I can tell you it's even more lackluster than I originally thought. So I'm definitely skipping on this until I see, what I need to see in terms of the customization and abilities. What's really in this game? What does in-game Frey look like? When she's fully decked out. So yeah, guys, again, pretty disappointed. Really just kind of falls flat. I think your money would be much better spent on something like PS Extra, right? I mean, right now you can grab the Mass Effect Legendary Edition and Biomutant already, and this game will most likely be on PS Extra in a year's time, anyways. So yeah, I think your money's going to be better spent somewhere else. This is a game that we need to be wary of going forward. So yeah, guys, that's my initial impressions of ForSpoken the demo. Thanks for stopping by to the channel. Again, just keep moving forward here and play those video games.